It's one of the world's most famous runways. Trying to land here required a descent through the middle of the city and a risky last-minute maneuver that became known by pilots as the Hong Kong turn.
They have to make a visual right turn for a 47 degrees angle to align with the runway. And this happened within just below 1,000 feet from the ground or within 2 miles from the threshold. Within this short period of time, the pilot have to align their flight or aircraft with final on the runway.
Kai Tak served as Hong Kong's airport from 1925 until 1998. In its early days, the runway was just a long grass strip, but by the 1990s, it had become one of the busiest airports in the world, forcing the government to build a much bigger facility away from the city. These days, Kai Tak is home to a futuristic cruise terminal and is part of a huge redevelopment plan to transform the surrounding area into a residential and tourism hub.
What we're trying to do is put a network of green space all spread around the development so people can walk from one place to another, which is difficult to find in other places in Hong Kong.
The centrepiece of the project is the Kai Tak Sky Park. It stretches all the way along the 1.4-kilometre former landing strip. It's labelled with the runway's original numbering system and is packed full of design features that echo its aviation history.
We have adapted the structure in an elongated form to resemble the wings and the body of an aeroplane. We have incorporated some featured lightings along the garden to recreate the atmosphere and the ambience of the former airport runway at night time. We have also made subtle reference with reference to airport lounge sitting arrangement to let visitors to recall the experience of air travel.
Just walking along this iconic runway, you can start to imagine why it was so memorable to see planes come and land directly overhead in the middle of Hong Kong's harbour. But for those who are not quite old enough to remember that in person, all you have to do is pull out your phone. With a couple of clicks, you can travel back in time and see the airport back in action once again. Features like this are helping local aviation experts to relive fond memories.
All the planes turn in front of our school at 600 foot above our school. So that memory is almost every day because of the planes flying above us. It was so busy, but you got so used to it. When you don't hear them, you tend to miss them.
The redevelopment of the whole area is due to be completed around 2025, but in the meantime, the park is already drawing a crowd, from those with a shared history of the space to potential aviators of the future. Richard Kimber for CGTN in Hong Kong.